So on Friday, Fani Willis, Fulton County District Attorney, released the full grand jury report that, as we all know now, recommended more criminal charges than what Willis actually brought, including against people like current Republican Senator Lindsey Graham and now former Republican Senators Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue. Now, why Willis decided not to bring charges against those people, we can speculate all day long, but none of us know the real reason, so really not worth it to go down that avenue because we don't have the answers. But one person who does think he has the answers to everything, of course, is Donald Trump. And on Friday, after this grand jury report was released, that actually kind of proved it's not just a political persecution, because she could have gone after so many more people than she did. But Trump went absolutely ballistic and falsely claimed that somehow the release of this report actually shows that the investigation is somehow tainted. Here's what he had to say. The Georgia grand jury report has just been released. It has zero credibility and badly taints Fani Willis and this whole political witch hunt. Essentially, they wanted to indict anybody who happened to be breathing at the time. It totally undermines the credibility of the findings and badly hurts the great state of Georgia, whose wonderful and patriotic people are not happy with this charade of an out-of-control prosecutor doing the work of and for the DOJ. Election interference! I don't know how to tell you this, bud, but do you know who was on that grand jury? It wasn't Fani Willis. She actually was not on the grand jury. The grand jury was actually made up, as Willis pointed out last week, average, everyday residents in the state of Georgia. So, yeah, you can whine and complain saying, the citizens of Georgia don't want this. The citizens of Georgia literally wanted to indict even more of your friends, and Willis was like, okay, well, I think we got enough here. So I don't know why you're trying to say that the people of Georgia are the victims, because the people of Georgia clearly do not like you and or your friends. But this release of the grand jury report does serve a couple other purposes. We know that Jim Jordan was trying to get his hands on all of her materials. She sent that scathing letter last week, basically informing him to read a book and learn how the law works. But then she released the whole report and is like, you know what? Y'all want to see it? Here it is for the entire public to see. Let me prove to you that I am not just on a political witch hunt, because if I were, I could have gotten all these other people. And the three I named, Graham, Loeffler, and Perdue, those were just three out of multiple. Like, there were many more people that charges were recommended for that she did not go after. So that actually does lead me to believe one thing. And I know I said we're not going to speculate, but this is something I had already speculated on prior. And it's the fact that Lindsey Graham was not indicted. And this, of course, was long before this grand jury report was released. I brought up the fact that it's kind of weird, right? Because we know that Graham fought valiantly to not have to testify, lost that fight, did come and testify. So I had asked a couple weeks ago, why was he not indicted? Which leads me to believe, back then, and even more so now, that Graham, being the coward that he is, decided, I'm going to flip. I'll tell you everything you want to know. I'm so scared. And her decision not to indict him could be, and this is the only speculation I will get into, could be because he was a nice little cooperating witness, and maybe that is why Donald Trump is so pissed off today. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.